Hey everybody, it's Deepak Shukla here once again from Pearl Lemon. This is day 3 of 119 days of link building. And if you want to get the additional 17 strategies that are not shared in this training, then click the link in the description below or wherever it may be. It's brought to you by Pearl Lemon. And if you've not caught the last videos yet, then go on over to some of the other videos that are hopefully in this playlist or somewhere else. Today, I'm quite excited to talk to you about SaaS launch link building. So I don't know how many people are employing, executing this strategy effectively, but fundamentally, it's a great source of very relevant new links. So what do I mean by this? So effectively, I would refer back to testimonial link building. Hopefully, there's a link somewhere below that you can find it, or otherwise just search around on Google, YouTube for it. But fundamentally, we spoke about looking at softwares that you do use to write up your results from using them. Okay, so that's something that you could do out of the gate. Look at all of your software, hardware, tools, etc. So I won't dig too much into that. But this can actually extend to SaaS tools that are just launching, quote unquote. So what do I mean by that? I mean that there's a real community of software teams or teams that effectively launch new tools. And what you want to do is to reach out to them and say, look, I'd love to use your tool and discuss my results of using your tool in the form of a testimonial. So there's nothing wrong with you finding a new tool that is in a launch phase, because they really need reviews, they really need testimonials, and especially where this works especially well is if you've got a little bit of a brand. So I'm going to add this into there, actually talk about brand link building. Well, you know what? I do talk about it actually later. I'll come back to it. But fundamentally, if you do have a little bit of a brand and you've got a little bit of an audience, then you add credibility to any tool by proxy. So therefore, SaaS launch link building works even better. It can work irrespective of your brand, assuming you've got fundamentally a business that's related to that company to speak of in terms of the result that you got. So that all might feel a little bit abstract right now. What am I going to do? There's a couple of sites I've just opened up here. Product Hunt's another, and there's many more around this. But fundamentally, identifying directories where there's a whole range of new businesses that are launching is a sensible way to identify tools that you can write write up, I say reviews, but write up experiences of using that tool for their community. So this is Grab Ltd. So imagine now that you've got, for example, a lead generation business like Pearl Lemon, and we can reach out to Senzilla and say, hey, Senzilla, we'd love to offer you a review of our experience of using your tool and how we think it's going to benefit our customers. Now, notice I said how we think it's going to benefit. If it's a tool like this, or you could launch a campaign immediately and discuss your results, for example, over a week or two period. But fundamentally, for some of these tools, if you go in AI text to video maker, I could get some of my blogs turned into this is actually not a bad deal. I could get some of my blogs turned into written. I could get it turned into a content video, and choose an AI presenter, type your script, and then pick a voice for every kind of business. And let's just have a look at what happens here, actually. That does not help very much, does it? Look at video chatbots, prospecting videos.
Hi, Philip. Did you know that by joining the OVH Cloud Startup Program, you get access to up to 100,000 euros of free...
Wow, that's quite interesting, isn't it? So welcome videos, and this is quite cool. So I actually might buy this tool, ironically. So do you see now already how I have identified a tool? This has got a lifetime deal, get lifetime deal. And you could talk about your experiences of basically using the tool, and then you can use the tool to generate results and then become a testimonial on their page. Now, do they compare LTD to monthly package? Do they have a hello? Choose an AI presenter, diverse number of digital avatars, backed by Yeah. So do they have a I don't even know what I was talking about now. I've got so distracted by this tool. That's also the secondary benefit of ultimately SaaS link building, that you can find some of these tools and you can really find some good business use cases for yourself for them. And you can also, of course, see if you can get some link exchanges going. So this is a campaign that we're already doing. We're generating ultimately links doing this process. So there's many sites. AppSumo is of course another. You've got Product Hunt. There's sites everywhere that you can really use to identify websites where you can reach out. Simple email outreach campaign to generate ultimately backlinks by saying, look, I'd love to write up a testimonial of me using your website, because they need it in the beginning. It really does help them. So I hope this makes sense. I got a bit rambly because I got carried away by this deal. It still says Black Friday in the meta description. So it's been running for some time effectively, which makes me wonder how well it's doing. But regardless of that, what we're looking for is a link. So there's no reason why you can't just do that outreach and see if you can get a link in exchange for testimonials, because they don't have any at the moment. Well, they've got this Trustpilot thing, but an actual written testimonial or even video testimonial that's real, that's not, personalized, would be really powerful for ultimately Yepic.ai. So I hope that makes sense, guys. SaaS launch link building is a really effective strategy when these tools are in launch mode. Run some email outreach to them to offer them a testimonial once you have used their tool in exchange for a backlink. And of course, I'd finally add, making it niche relevant. So relevancy is a big thing in SEO. I don't need to tell you too much about it, but do consider that, if you're a plant-based blog, then you want to try and find stuff that's broadly in that space: gardening, landscape, agriculture, as opposed to something that's wildly different. However, if the link quality is high, then in some cases it can supersede it, but take it on a case by case basis. Right, catch you in the next one, guys.